Hello, I'm Lady Juniper and welcome back to Star Rail, where I want to pit Luocha against Bilo. Yes, I have 3 healers on my account. Sorry for not including you on my wishing video. Here's a 10 pull on the weapon banner to make it up for you. Oh, I think this is like 50 pity, so we're not getting anything. Maybe we'll get something good. It's alright. Yes, today I want to find out how good Luocha actually is. I have Bailu, I have Natasha. I'm quite familiar with how good of a healer they are. I got Luocha personally for very selfish reasons. I have always wanted to have a playable auto apocalypse, and this is the best I'm personally getting. I'm very familiar with how much healing Bilo does. I'm very familiar with how much healing my Natasha does. Neither Bilo or Natasha are optimally built, and neither is Luocha, because I've just got him and I've spent every single bit of my fuel trying to level him. Now in Star Rail, it's very valuable to have leveled characters. As you can see, I have been working incredibly hard to get all of my characters to level 70. Every single one. These last few need to be done still. I'll get around to them eventually. But I've spent every single resource trying to get them to level 70, so I have true flexibility in team. Now, Luocha is an imaginary unit, so very valuable. But I've been doing really well with Bailu, the main 5-star healer up to now. Just to show you what my Bailu is on for comparison, she's on her 5-star light cone. She has 266, and most of her stuff is leveled up. She's not on great artifacts, but they are mostly leveled. Where in comparison, Luocha has very similar crit ratio, but a lot more attack. He's on perfect timing. I have similar amount of traces invested into him. Better relics, arguably, but I think it kind of equals out. I have him on a 2-piece Wastelander and a 2-piece Musketeer. I've done that because Luocha is more of a sub-DPS character, really, because he's an attack scaling healer, and personally it doesn't make much sense for him to not build him to do damage as well as healing. Loads of people are just saying build Musketeer on him, give him the attack relics. I put him on energy recharge relics because his energy recharge is pant, but I haven't really got very good. So I've pretty much got attack, healing, attack, imaginary damage boost is what I'm going for. He's got a lot of resistance. Where's my Luocha? 43% with not fully leveled up relics, which is pretty solid. Pretty solid. So we're going to get maximum usage out of his light cone, I think. But yeah, I'm building my Luocha to do damage because the way Star Rail stats work are very familiar with Genshin's stat usage, in that in Genshin the attack stat peters off eventually with how much it adds to your damage per second, which is why the elemental sands are more useful for characters than more just piling on more attack stats. Same logic here. Now, Luocha's healing does scale off of his attack stat, but I personally suspect Luocha will do enough healing without having everything attack, 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 attack. I think you're just going to have diminishing returns with both damage and healing. So I feel like you just get your attack reasonably high and you buff everything else too, right? But today I want to put Luocha through the ultimate test. Can he make his way through simulated universe with the Lotto curio activated, and can the team survive after everyone's being reduced to 1 hit point. Because I know what the answer is if you have Bailu. Yes, Bailu, if it's taking the Lotto Curio is just an easy win if you have Bailu on your team, because you will instantly get healed up from it, no problem whatsoever. It's just 3 Curios if you get them at the end of the day if you have Bailu. Can you do the same with Luocha? Because Bailu's main asset in Simulated Universe is it means you can take really risky choices that drain your hit point, because Bailu can heal you back to full really quickly. Can Luocha do the same? I haven't tested them out too much. I can already feel the comfiness of Bailu. It's not 100% the same with Luocha, because obviously he doesn't have that revised mechanic Bailu has, which, as someone who's played Bailu since the launch of the game, is so comfortable. It's so comfy having it, knowing that your character is unlikely to die unless you're fighting like the last boss. It just feels so amazingly good. But can Luocha do the same? Does Luocha have that same feeling of I'm not going to die that Bailu gives us? Let's find out. So we're gonna run him on World 6. Have I not done World 6 at difficulty 3? I thought I had. I mean, I see no reason why. Nah, let's do World 3. So this is my usual team for this. There's no imaginary weakness here, but it shouldn't matter. Luocha, because at the end of the day, Bailu is a massive damage loss on your team. He does provide very minimal damage to your combat, which is a little bit disappointing. Where Luocha does do damage, even if these monsters aren't like vulnerable to imaginary, he still will do more damage than Bailu does. But can he? The biggest question is, can he keep you alive throughout it all? I'm pretty sure if I did this on difficulty 3 with Bailu, we'd get through. I'd probably have to battle Concolia, but I'm pretty sure she could do it. Can Luocha do it? What I'm going to do here is reset until I get the Lotto ticket, because that is the big test. Can he survive Lotto? Go in destruction, yep. And then we obtain 1 Curio. We get the Lotto straight away. Let's see if dear Luocha can survive us through it. Let's go. So he's doing pretty good damage, nearly 6k there with not fully leveled artifacts. Bailu would never do that much damage. He does like 1k max. It's a bit more if he breaks a unit, like 4k, I guess, maybe. Destruction. There we go. Got our buff. Second chamber. Break here. We want to activate the Lotto. Not that time. Oof. Almost got me. From what I've played of Luocha so far, he does stand up healing wise quite comfortably. I did play Memory of Chaos this morning, and Tingyan did die while playing it, which is not entirely his fault, because everyone just targeted her down in a round. Now arguably with Bailu you do have the healing whenever you need it sort of thing. But arguably if you do Luocha correctly with proper energy recharge, you should have arguably as much healing as Bailu or Natasha gives you, because as long as Luocha's field is up and somebody has a damage dealing ult, everybody's ult is a heal. Not just Bailu's or Natasha's. Everybody's ult is a heal, because Luocha's traces means that when somebody attacks someone, everybody heals a little bit. So if you have Locha's field on the thing, and everybody's been hit down really low, and say you have like Tingyun's ult, because it does like follow-up attacks, people heal up reasonably decently. So that is something to keep in mind. While he doesn't have a triggered ult like Natasha and Bailu does, as long as his field is up, which if you have enough energy recharge, you potentially could have up every 2 turns, or at least every 3 turns. Like should do as much hitting as Bailu does. I'm gonna get it. Break it. Nope, just the Curio. All good. Come on, we want to test him. We want to break it. I mean, I do have this as a really defensive team with Trailblazer and Luocha, but this is just how I play Star Rail. I always pretty much have a abundance and preservation unit on the team, because my Nihility characters aren't really built very comfortably at the moment. When you choose to level up everyone up to level 70, it means you don't have enough relics to go on everybody, and I hate relic swapping. So speed. That's what we need. Alright. Guess this is the first test. I guess. This boss is kind of tough. Let's go. Bonk. I don't think we're gonna struggle too much. I mean, we have Tingyun, so if we desperately need Luocha's ult back to get his build up, we have that as an option at least, which is the benefit of Tingyun. I honestly don't think Tingyun is as OP as everyone thinks she is. Like, energy back is all good and all, but it's, you know, like other Harmony characters' buffs are just as good, honestly. I use all my characters. That's the best thing about having them all like level 70 is it means I can use all of them. They might not all necessarily have gear, but I can use them. Look at that damage. One thing I have noticed is the auto battler isn't super smart when it comes to Luocha stuff. Like, I mean, I guess using his abilities is all about timing and stuff, but like, I mean, I feel like if you have all the energy recharge you need on him, it's probably less of an issue. Alright, are we? Bam! No, cheese. Ah yes, there we go. Galactic Curio. We're now 1 hit point. So this is it. This is when the run might end. We're all down to 1 hit point. I know for a fact if I had Bailu, my team would survive. Can it survive with Luocha? That is the question. We're not tapping that. That's cheating. That's not part of this. We're just doing what I do normally. I'm tapping his ability and going straight in. So, if you didn't know, if you had Bailu, oh well, if you had Bailu, her ability would make people heal up a little bit, and then if they were attacked, they would heal up a little bit more. So we've got his healing field on the thing, so that's a big lot of healing. We're just going to play this like normal, have everyone attack her, hopefully. She's got her ult, which hopefully will heal everybody quite nicely, fingers crossed. This is pretty solid so far. This is looking good. This is what I would hope for. Yep, the big ult. I think when I did a Bailu test, it took her 2 combats to get healed up to full. This is just 1 combat, and we're practically all healed. I do have... Yeah, we're all healed. We're fully healed. I don't know what turn we're on, but we haven't finished the combat and we're all healed. When I did this with Bailu, it took 2 encounters to get everyone healed. I think I had her ult as well, which heals back about 1000k. but we have everyone back in this one encounter. I feel like we can confidently say yes, Luocha passes the Lotto ticket test, which is the important thing, because the worst thing, you don't want to play Simulated Universe with a healer that can't get you through the Lotto ticket. I prefer this one. I know that one's already enhanced, but I prefer this one. Get him! Get him! Get the pig! Get the... Ah, yes, I win! Oh, this is a good test. This pig does monstrous damage. I don't think I'm going to get the pig. Nah, these pigs are too tanky. They never have the right weakness. I'm not scared of you, pig. Oh, we're getting low. We're getting low. I'm gonna stop picking up the pig now. Bam. I think we... yeah, we'll filled up. Bonk. Still gonna escape. So much healing. It is pretty impressive, I must say. Oh, pig's gonna get away now. Yeah, he doesn't do that much damage. He's not built. He's not fully built yet. So far, I'm feeling very comfortable. Like, we haven't had many healing drops and full health. I'm pretty impressed so far with how well he's doing. I know he doesn't have a revive. But Natasha doesn't have a revive, and Luocha is the alternative healer to Bailu. And Bailu's like, you know, random chance unless you spend your guaranteed standard wishes for her, which, you know, you need a lot of to get. 300 is no joke. Another destruction blessing, please. Okay, boss time. Bit low on the stuff we need, but it's fine. Bosses are the best test of how good a healing is. I mean, admittedly, I do have Trailblazer. Trailblazer gives a lot in the way of defense. But Trailblazer is a very comfortable fire unit, so of course I'm going to use them. If I was doing this manually, I probably wouldn't have used Luocha's ultimate at the beginning until the Abyssal Flower had ran off, but there you go. It's coming back reasonably fast, honestly. And Luocha, of course, one of Bailu's biggest shortcomings, he doesn't have a cleanse. Personally, that doesn't really worry me that much, considering I have Bronya, who also has a cleanse, and I've been using March 7th quite a lot, who also has a cleanse, so not using Natasha is not really the biggest of deals for me. We're getting quite low. It's all good. It's all good. Do we get health back from this? No. But there we go. Big chunk of healing back just from attacking. It's very nice that the field heals everybody up. It's very nice. Like, that was a lot of damage and we've already healed it. It's only if you get very close to a character dying and then there's another like ad that attacks them straight after. But like, you'd have the same problem with Bailu if she doesn't have her big heal back. in between rounds. You can have the same thing happen. Just if it happens to Bailu, you can resurrect. So it's not as much of a big deal. But we don't know if like the resurrection thing is gonna just be exclusive to Bailu for ages until we get another abundance unit. But it's not a deal breaker. Just don't die, right? But he keeps health quite high generally. The fields are already back out. And he is quite powerful with elation units that or units that have follow-up attacks, because each follow-up attack gives additional healing to the team. It's very powerful, and you'll notice like Luocha, I think his extra little attacks after his main attack counts up as a follow-up attack as well. So that's a lot of healing. Just waiting to see if Tingyan dies on her turn or something. Should be fine. Should be fine. Oh no, he's frozen. What do you do when your healer's frozen? It's fine. Alright, what are we gonna get? This one, obviously. Why would we want anything else? Alright. Let's go! Nice. 15k damage, not too bad. It's nice that his ult's an AoE, I must say. Luocha just kind of does a bit of everything. And I must say, he's very skill efficient. This is quite comfortable 3 skill points. Now, usually I would probably heal Tingyan here. I don't know if the AI will. Oh, game over. Fight him and fight some more. Bonk. I find having someone who's not like good against the boss is useful. I think I felt this last time I did this world, because there is quite a lot of people with imaginary weakness, and because Bailu doesn't add that much to the damage, like you don't miss it so much. I'll get his field out. Everyone's broken. Like having someone who can do like break units that the other units aren't good for is good. Like I know you can switch out units in the like break area, but I never do. Like, who does that? Do you do that? I don't. I'm lazy. I just haven't really felt the need unless a character dies. Honestly, I prefer Bronya to Tingyan to run alongside Tingyan. Personal preference though. Okay. Enhance this. One more. I don't really know what Fighting Spirit does. It's all good. Alright. Here it is. The true test of the power of Luocha. Can he kill me through Concolia? Because that's what matters at the end of the day. If he can get me past her. Like, it should matter, because you could have Natasha here, and Natasha could see you through this. Not everyone has Bailu. He needs to be able to deliver satisfactory healing to get past her. So we'll see. We'll see. Can he do it? Will I need to direct this battle? We'll auto-battle it to begin with. See how it goes. We shouldn't fall into trouble until round 2, I don't think. I don't think her ice cubes take more damage from imaginary. I think they take more damage from wind. Out comes the coffin. Spooky coffin. I'm trying to remember what Bronya's weakness is. Bam. Down comes Lightning God. This isn't feeling too hard yet. It doesn't feel too hard till Bronya comes out and plays. Then it's hard mode. Alright, stage 2. Out comes Bronya. Is she weak against imaginary? Yes, she is weak against imaginary. So having him here is useful to break Bronya. If Bronya's broken, then she can't fast forward Cocolia. What a nasty combo. Alright, big damage. We should be fine. I think his field's down. Is it down? No, it's not down. Still good. Oh, the AI's being pretty clever about it. Making to get the two things down at once. So that people can have some healing. That's pretty good. It was being pretty dumb earlier when I was doing the little domain things. But so far, it seems to be pretty smart with this. It's doing pretty good. I feel confident so far I could walk away from my computer and they won't all die. Which, you know, is an important factor in this. Having confidence that your units are strong enough to auto-mode it is quite important to know. It's a little RNG at times, because like sometimes I will do this auto-mode and the auto thing just triggers Bailu's time at Bailu's heal at a time when it's unnecessary, and when Cocolia does like a really big damaging attack, she then no longer has it and the entire party gets wiped. That just is a thing that happens. But like, that's just, you know, the auto battler isn't perfect. It'll see you through. But it's always nice to know that your party is strong enough to go on auto battler. And hope the RNG is good and the auto battler is smart, so that your characters don't die when you're not paying attention to it. So far, I feel like he's doing a really good job. Everyone's like staying at high health, which can be a problem, like because Bailu and Natasha's heals take a skill point to use. You sometimes don't necessarily have a skill point available, or you have to like diminish your like skill points you have available so that they specifically can heal. I don't think Luocha has used that many skill points in this fight. Stage 3, this is when it starts getting really hard. This is when characters usually do die if you can like outstand Bronya. But we're doing pretty well so far. Another thing the AI does is it doesn't save Luocha's ult until after his Abyssal Flower field is off the field. That would be the thing you'd do if you was doing this manual. Like if the field is up, you'd save the ult for once the field is down, so that you can get it up quicker if you need it. But it's fine. I'm pretty confident we can withstand this. We're doing well so far. We'll see when her ult comes down, but because everyone's health is quite high, it shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be. There's ult. Is dispelling something off her? Down goes the field. This feels quite comfortable. Like no one's gotten low enough to be concerned. This has been a very fortunate run through on this higher difficulty. I haven't felt like I need to step in and do something for the auto battler. I'm quite satisfied. Almost there. 22% to go. She's almost dead. And we're at full health. We're not struggling at all. Is this it? Is she down? She's down! We win! On full health! Amazing. Amazing. This is pretty impressive. as far as I'm concerned. As someone who plays Bailu on this encounter a lot, there was no portion of that I felt like I had to step in and take control because the auto battler had RNG'd wrong and I needed to try and win it back before the auto battler got me killed. People were at full health nearly the entire battle. They were, because they were at full health, no one got low enough that I was worried that they might accidentally die. Maybe RNG was in my favor. I do run this on Path of Destruction that does give you some defenses against your health getting low. But Path of Destruction, you can still die on it. I know you can. I've died multiple times. I've died multiple times for Concolia on the Path of Destruction with Bailu. I know what it's like. And I can say that was pretty good. I ran him against Kafka yesterday with a full cleanse team. I think I'm trying to remember. Hushang was my DPS, and I had him, Vonya, and Mark 7th against her, and it was just so incredibly easy. I know I've built my character since the first time I built her, but it felt very good, and this felt very comfortable as well. So I do think, if you're looking for a healer, he does hold up. He passed the Lotto test, which means he will see you through any occasion on Simulated Universe if you're down to low. The only time you might struggle is if you're out of the talent points here and you can't activate your field going into battle, then you're probably dead. But I always keep my things for emergencies or for the elites. I don't just use the more willy-nilly things going through it because there's no point. Everything's really easy except for the elite, isn't it? But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. I'm quite happy. He doesn't have a revive, but that's not the end of the world. Just don't die, right? Does he make Natasha redundant? No, obviously not. Natasha has a cleanse. I still think Bailu's way more comfy than Natasha. I do prefer Bailu myself over Natasha, just because her healing is so good. My Natasha isn't built well enough to feel as good, even though her ult does comparative healing to my Bailu. Her skill just doesn't, and Bailu still heals multiple people. Now Luocha's healing field heals everybody, and his heal is quite good. Yeah, I feel like if he was fully built, he'd feel even better because the rotations would be smoother. I'm pretty impressed, honestly, as someone who's played Bailu since day one of this game, because I got her on my first pull on the event banner when I was trying to get a peeler. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I would recommend if you're looking for a second healer, or if you just want him. Honestly, I got him because I wanted Otto, and look at his hair. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous hair, and his outfit's just amazing. And he's got this cool sword that looks a bit like the lance from Honkai Impact. It does, doesn't it? He's so suspicious. He's so suspicious as a character. I love it. I love it. I can't wait for the big reveal where they reveal he's kind of the bad guy. It's gonna happen. He's not Otto. He's not. Alright, that's all for me today. I hope this was helpful if you were deciding whether or not to pull for Luocha on Star Rail, or just entertaining in general. If you had a good time and you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps my channel out. And do like the video as well if you enjoyed this video. It helps me know that people are watching this and enjoying it. And also, getting to the end of the video where I remind you to like it. I'm gonna head off now. So I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.